welcome back, everybody. 5:23 the time. In this week's segment, you might be racking your brain on what to get your significant other for this Valentine's Day. A lot of pressure picking out the right gift. Well, one man shows it's not so much the item, but it's the gesture and the consistency. And it makes him this week's Extraordinary Ordinary.
Marion Smith Florist, this is John speaking to help you. The week up to Valentine's Day, we call it, Hell Week, like in the military. We have thousands of flowers coming that have to be processed. Hectic and crazy. Marion Smith Florist, this is John speaking to help you. Phone's ringing off the hook for about the last 3 days. The walk-in business on Valentine's is just crazy. It's just a line sometimes out to the door.
Marion Smith Florist in Zephyr Hills is a staple in the community, has been for decades.
Back in '53, Marion Smith Florist originally created the florist, and we've been here since the 80s.
And over the years, they've had repeat customers.
There's no other customer that I can think of that does something on that type of level.
There is definitely one who is more repeat than others.
They might do the birthdays or the anniversaries and Christmas and Valentine's Day, but not typically anybody does it outside of the actual holiday.
Here for my rose.
All right. The first time he walks in, he asks for a rose, do the whole spiel, what color, you want it wrapped, you don't want it wrapped. And I go to charge him. He's like, I don't pay full price. What do you mean you don't pay full price? So I had to go out back and talk to the owner and, oh, that's the rose guy. Just charge him $2.
Daryl Pennington had been buying, typically, a single rose once a week for the past 28 years.
Just seems like a thing to do every week.
Every week he would bring me a rose.
In Dade City and places here that had big rose gardens. So I just borrow one on the way to work and give it to her, and then those went away, so I had to start buying them.
I did tell him after we got married and he continued to deliver the roses, I said, now, once you start this, you can't stop. And he hasn't stopped.
And he hasn't for close to 3 decades. So if you did the math, it would be more than 1,400 roses over that time. That is, if you would give her a single rose. Sometimes, on a special occasion, it'd be more than one. For Daryl and Patricia, it goes far beyond the red petals. It's the show of love. More meaningful than the flower of love.
Yeah, he has no choice now, yeah. If I don't get one, I'm like on the phone, hey, where's my rose?
It's not so much the rose. I mean, it is the rose, but it's just the thought to me.
It's the thought that counts, that somebody, even after you've been married for 28 years, will go out of their way to make sure that you know how special you are to them. Yeah, I'm a very, very, very lucky woman, very lucky.
And get this, Daryl has a standing arrangement to have roses delivered if he's either out of town or if he's not feeling well enough to deliver a rose. All right, I know, we all need to step up our game. That's all right. That was not the intention of this story. If you have an idea, someone or something you think is an extraordinary ordinary, shoot me a suggestion on either my Facebook page or on Twitter.